We will now continue with the esoteric teachings, the esoteric musings and teachings. The idea of the time capsule, which is a 6-minute period, and the time capsule has now been identified or individualized by cities. And you have the eastern and western hemisphere of the clock. I'll explain, give you a clearer picture of what I'm talking about. I had mentioned earlier that 1 through 6 is capsule 1, 7 through 12 is capsule 2, 13 through 18 is capsule 3, 19 through 24 is capsule 4, 25 through 30 is capsule 5. There's 5 capsules in every half an hour, and 2 half an hours, of course, make an hour. So the newest development in this system, in this process, is that each capsule is represented by a city. 1 through 6, capsule 1 is represented by the city Jerusalem, which means if we're at 11:03 a.m., let's say, on a given day, and I look up at the clock, and I say, 11:03, I know that I'm in capsule 1, therefore my mind gears itself to Jerusalem. Capsule 2, or minutes 7 through 12, is represented by the city Los Angeles. So if I am at home one evening at, say, 8:10, I look up at the clock and I say, whoa, it's 8:10. I'm in Los Angeles right now. Because the second capsule is represented by the city Los Angeles. The third capsule is represented by the city Oakland. So let's say I'm at work one afternoon and happens to be 3:15. I look up at the clock and I see it's 3:15. I say, I'm in Oakland right now. Why? Because the third capsule is represented by Oakland. The fourth capsule, which are minutes 19 through 24, that 6-minute period, is represented by New York City. So let's just say I get to work early one morning and it's 7:23. I'll say, we're in the fourth capsule. We're in New York. And finally, the fifth capsule, the minutes 25 through 30, represented by the city of Lakewood, New Jersey. So, if it's at night and I'm about to go to sleep, and let's say it's 11:29 p.m. I look up at the clock and I say, it's 11:29 p.m. I must be in Lakewood, New Jersey, because the fifth capsule is represented by Lakewood, New Jersey. Now, when we hit the half point, the equator, which is 30, and it's also 1 or 12, depending on what you look at. It's actually 0 or 30. The equator, the 0 point. We do the same process, except it's called the Western Hemisphere. So I described to you the Eastern Hemisphere because it's the right side of the clock. Then after you hit 31, it repeats the process. 31 is Jerusalem, 31 through 35 is Jerusalem, and it's the same sequence of cities. So I'll say them to you just for the record. 31 through 35 is Jerusalem, 36 is Jerusalem, 37 through 42 is Los Angeles, 43 through 48 is Oakland, 49 through 54 is New York, and 55 through the next hour, 0, is going to be liquid.